Alright. Fire station, police station, newspaper building. Let's go there. I bet Jimmy's there. Whoa. Ashes. What's left of the newspaper building after an extreme fire? Was the pyro from TF2 here? Let's go see if Chloe wants to grab food at the diner. Hey, Tiger. Alright, let's go to the police station then. What the hell is he doing? The cop ignores you, too busy writing a bug report. Well, he's in the wrong game. He needs to go over Life is Strange and write a bug report.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne. And this here's Loomis.
Rock.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along.
Word gets around?
I sure hope this is just a prank and not the start of some insanity plea.
He looks
Keep your nose
fucking
clean,
high.
or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding.
He looks so fucking stoned.
Say what?
What are you, fucking Hank when he's older?
Say what? Say what?
Say what?
Say what? Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
Yeah, so everybody keeps telling me.
He's
Boy,
getting
You need to
pissed.
stop all this funning and get serious. You've got a wedding coming up soon. Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the lodge. Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each
This
other.
dude's a predator,
I
man.
just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough
Just like the
applications to
DMV.
go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in. Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire.
Well, there's plenty of
sure.
fucking perverts in this
Every week or
place.
so, we get the odd transient dropping dead. But other than that, it gets pretty slow around here. Sure, you remember. The Sentinel building burned down about 6 months ago.
That's what I'm telling you, Sheriff. I don't remember anything. Why won't you believe I have amnesia?
Well,
The Dark
you've
Descent.
always been a kidder, Steve. Anyway, the fireman said the fire was caused by arson. I never caught the perp, though.
But we found the gas can that was used. Yes, sirree, Bob. It's in the evidence room.
Loomis, that's classified. Darn it.
How many times you gonna have to tell me to keep my mouth shut? I
This
wonder?
dude's fucking a Nazi.
Sorry, boss.
You've got the gas can in the evidence room? Did you dust it for prints?
You've been watching too much TV, Steve. Heck, who can make out all those curvy lines anyhow? No, it's sitting in there gathering dust, clean as the day we found it. Just in case I ever need a spare gas can. That case is closed, Steve.
Yeah. We steal the drugs as evidence, just in case we need it. Okay. He keeps the evidence in case he needs it.
Loomis here is my deputy. Without him, I'd have a hard time keeping the peace, or at least taking a lunch break. Mainly Loomis answers the phone and babysits the office while I'm out. Though sometimes he likes to go in the back and stain the jail mattress. Isn't that right, Loomis?
Oh, now, Sheriff, what you gotta go and say that
They're
for?
both not keeping their
Loomis
mouth
has
shut.
more than his share of problems. I wouldn't invite him to the wedding. Or if you do, make sure he doesn't catch the garter. That could be embarrassing.
Oh, I wouldn't do nothing, Dwayne. But I sure would like a little garter that'd been around Stephanie's thigh. Oh, well, that'd be right special.
At least he's not talking about meat like some of the other people. He's just talking about the thighs.
Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Mr. And there's always... I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the Lodge's efforts. To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest.
Well, then people have some fucking low standards.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. When I was a boy, I wanted to join the Lodge. I would have too when I grew up. Except neither my teacher nor my clergyman helped me. A man can't realize his dreams without help. My failure to gain admission is the failure of all of Harvest, Steve, and don't you forget it. Boy, whether you know it or not, you want to join the Lodge. Or you will soon enough, especially with the wedding coming up. Stop on by any time, Steve.
Wait, hold up.
Boy,
Let me ask him about the lodge real quick.
I don't mind telling... Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month.
First day of the month. Is there like some sort of time travel ability? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it at this point. This game's fucking
Stop on.
wild.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom.
Hey, it's
But this
JHK.
garage defies color
Yeah, the
coordination.
left. What the fuck? Did someone just smack a dog's ass? Lovely shade of pink. What?
Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here, I've got cleaning to do. Rush, rush. Sorry, Steve.
Sorry, Sue. But your cush is on fire too. I can't wait to put you out. No! What the fuck? Shut this fucking dog up!
Well, that didn't work.
I'll talk to the naked guy.
I don't converse on the job, Steve. I don't converse on the job, Steve.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
Everyone at this fire station is fucking homo.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame.
That looks like him!
Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot.
Was that needed? Was that cutscene really
Oh,
necessary?
Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department. Don't be silly. Everyone thinks that amnesia kick is a scream. Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, it's my job to keep abreast of developments in the community, to better serve you, the public. I'm sure you'll be thrilled when you learn of the many civic improvements we have planned for your fire department.
Such as.
Well, don't tell any of the others, but I've secured a bolt of the most divine mauve material. I've hidden it because, well, if any of these Marys got a hold of it, it'd be gone in a jiffy. So I'd rather keep it hush-hush. I'm going to make new drapes for the firehouse, and if I have any left, cross your fingers, I'm going to make everyone matching mauve pillow cozies.
Those are civic improvements.
Don't be such a party.
That looks like an ass.
We're talking about our. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots? Come again?
Oh, I bet it would. With you around?
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man?
He's not
or
nude,
the
though.
Same nude man over
Unless
and
that's
over
just a
in all
shadow.
sorts of provocative positions. Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so ghost, Steve. It's beneath you. A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
Maybe you were too busy drawing to put out an internal.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing
Oh shit.
Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
Oh, I didn't even realize he's sitting on a table. I thought that was a rug. He's sitting on a fucking table.
Some people think all we do is sit around, fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsu a crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house. Why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel
It's a
fire.
chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Words to live by.
Come again? Come again?
Alright, hold up. Vagina.
Come again?
Not with you, buddy. Did someone just have a fucking car accident?
Bye-bye. Stop it, you're messing me up!
I don't converse.
He's not barking anymore.
Stop it, you're... What's that got to do with me?
An accident just waiting to happen. So what do you think of this game, Fabulo? Do you guys think this is a game I should make a montage for? I think this would be the perfect game to make a montage for. With all the rose pretty flowers? That doesn't make sense. With all the rose... Stop slapping someone's bum cheeks! The fireman must have a ton of time on their hands. Yeah, you could say that. Where's the diner? Oh, let's go to the meat plant. Oh! This is awkward.
Steve, how's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
His face
I
looks
haven't seen him
familiar.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
Pat, tat, tat, O'Reilly. Ah. He has barrels stacked. I don't even want to know what are in those barrels, to be honest. It's probably just a bunch of dead animals. This is fucked.
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication.
My
and
dad
thought,
works
son.
here? Yeah, was that necessary?
A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups.
I actually
and
have
you've
red
got
meat
to
right
have
here.
it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher.
That doesn't look appetizing.
Of course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
Har 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 har.
What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Steve. You should be thinking about running the family business one day. That, getting into the lodge. The Order of the Harvest Moon sponsors a weenie roast on the lodge grounds every summer, which we cater, though they tend to get their meat elsewhere the rest of the year.
I wonder why.
Heck, the best way to find out is to sign up with them. They're a great organization,
First of the
Steve.
month.
They do wonderful work, just like us butchers. They do what needs to be done and expect nothing in return.
Then how do they support themselves? Membership dues?
From what I hear, the work is its own reward.
That's some fucking kindergarten saying to make a kid feel better. Hold up, I want to talk about meat.
Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts.
I found a game bug!
You'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs?
Could I have some meat to take home?
Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve. No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
Written permission.
There are certain tricks of the trade, Steve. Once your dad gets better and you start working in here cutting up the meat, you'll be privy to them. There's always cheaper, better ways to do things, if you're creative.
If I'm creative. Well, don't hug me, I'm scared.
What exactly? I don't know. I wouldn't worry.
Hmm.
Don't read you, Steve. Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best to your dad.
We need to get some meat for my inventory. Oh. Meat permission slip. Can I just forge this? Wait, they're so official about delivering their meat that you need to sign a permission slip? Official meat release form. Under no circumstances are any parties not mentioned in this release as the recipients to receive any Harvest Meats Incorporated products. I, employee signature, do hereby give my full permission to recipient to receive grade 3 product from Harvest Meats. I was gonna tell him to. I was gonna give him the newspaper.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Everything's digital nowadays.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get the signature. We got the missile base. Still, we didn't go to the school. I should probably save. I haven't saved in a little bit. Um. There we go. Oh, the bake sale for the school. Okay.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say
Oh
that.
God, he sounds like a creep
good.
already.
That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, the principal of Gain Memorial.
Look at his face.
Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself.
I need
But
an application.
I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
Oh, we got a lot to talk about.
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
A sign of respect, lad. As principal, my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time with you.
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love. Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge.
All I've learned from this game so far is meat, penis, amnesia, and half-naked men. You forgot dead cats, fucking my mom, so incest, and spying on your daughter getting dressed. Oh yeah, you drink that water, big guy.
You turned out pretty good, except for that amnesia nonsense.
It's
That's
not
a serious
nonsense.
disease, actually.
Well, you always were a
Well,
kidder, Steve. Maybe you need a little straightening out. Oh, the things I could do to you. You'd be a much finer young man with just a little quality time.
um, I need an adult.
What do you mean?
Some like Miss Whaley. Myself, quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. Big guy, borrowing some quality time. The greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the
He sounds like
lodge
he's been,
lies
like,
your future,
brainwashed.
and without dust.
Let me call him little guy.
Oops, you just lost me.
Donald Trump, president.
Oops, you just lost me.
I don't blame you. What if I call him big guy?
Why do you keep calling me
Oh,
A sign of respect. And oops, you.
hey Donald. This game has officially just gotten weirder. We're talking penis. Like this guy wants to rape me.
Big.
See, just Donald, look at this dialogue right here.
Big guy, borrowing some quality time. The greatest gift I can bestow.
Oh wait, that's not it. What was the dialogue he said?
Why do you...
A sign of respect, lad, and pay tribute to.
Oh, it was
If
amnesia.
you turned out pretty.
It's not...
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Maybe you need a little straightening out. Oh, the things I could do to you. You'd be a much finer young man with just a little quality time.
Quality time. And you can change the quality too if you're watching this on YouTube. You could have 480p, 720p. Hell, I might even have 1080p.
Drop in again soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
Adult quality time. He needs to do quality time pretty badly. Yes, he does, Fabulo. The drinking fountain doesn't work. What about this one? Oh god, I can just walk right into a classroom?
My goodness, class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Gein Memorial. Say hello, class. They're reticent. The educator's greatest problem today is the apathy of the students.
What's wrong with their...
Heads. I can tell you in
There's
one
nothing
word,
wrong with their
Stephen.
heads.
Discipline. Thank goodness you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Then... you remember me?
Not as such. So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they go. But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead. The lobes, right, class? I'm glad you stopped by, Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the class about civic responsibility?
Not really. I was just passing through.
Oh, but you must, Stephen. A positive role model might be just the thing to inspire these little monsters. Stephen, have you any questions for me? Or shall I continue with class?
Yes, I do have a question.
Ask away then.
When did your titties start sagging?
We don't practice corporal punishment here. I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin. But a baseball bat? That bridges the generation gap quite nicely.
What the fuck?
Oh dear. Colonel Monroe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway, quick!
What the fuck?
If an A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do to duck and cover?
My stars, that was exciting.
Quality time.
Can you tell me anything about Harvest?
Harvest was founded by the Order of the Harvest Moon about 100 years ago.
For what purpose?
Why, I'm sure you
He had quality time with
You'll
his
find the
dad.
members of the Order at the lodge.
This lodge. What do you know about it?
The building itself, like Harvest, was constructed with a specific purpose in mind. That noble intent is known only to those within the Order. You're at about the right age to join them, Stephen, and you will do so if you care about your future.
She's saying she's gonna beat me the fuck up with a bloody baseball bat if I don't comply.
We don't practice corporal punishment here.
Right.
I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin, but a baseball bat...
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I get it.
Stars, that was exciting.
I get it. Fuck you.
We don't follow, do we, class?
Why not? I need more followers on my Twitch page. How else am I gonna fucking make gaming my job? What is with this, like... It's kind of creepy, but at the same time... supposed to be, like, relaxing melody? It's a weird combination, actually. It's like ominous, but... I can't really describe it. I don't even really know what I want to talk about with this bitch. My amnesia, maybe?
We don't follow, do we, class?
Alright.
We don't... Stop.
Stunned and zombified. A rough sketch of the lodge.
Seeing you here again, one would think you'd never graduated. Nostalgia is a waste of time, big guy. You need to move forward. And if you ask me, the lodge lies firmly in that direction. Oops, you just lost me.
Corporal punishment.
Oops, you just lost me.
You gotta fire that bitch. I mean, I know you're a pedophile yourself, but still, you need to fire your teacher. She's killing kids.
Oops, you just lost me. Drop in again soon.
You're gonna lose your memory too. Fucking Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's, I mean. A distasteful... Okay, so it has chewed gum, love notes, broken ballpoints, blah blah, wadded Kleenex. Who knows what was in that Kleenex, to be honest. I don't know. Some of the staff there was pretty creepy. But definitely not as creepy as some of the other people in this game. This game is up. You got gay firemen, a fiance, or my fiance's father is a fucking sexual predator. My mom wants to have sex with me. I mean, like, this is just the perfect game. Quality time. So where haven't we been? We haven't been to the TV station. Oh god, what's going on here? Wait, I wanted to... Some sort of Indian video or oh wait, that might be what Hank is watching. Too busy drinking and smoking. Right, they gotta fit the part. Teacher needs to spend some quality time in a straitjacket.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Riders Cowboy Roundup. So don't go away. And what's your name, hombre?
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve. Would you like my autograph, Steve?
Could you autograph my fucking meat permission slip?
Here you go, then.
Wait, did he just... Hold up.
Happy trails, buckaroo.
Damn it, that's not gonna help me. I need a signature for my meat. What if I give it to him?
Say, that's mighty nice. Got a skedaddle. Can't talk now, buckaroo. Violence? What about it? Violence is as American as
It's
apple
not
pie
as bad as
and
the stuff
low
that's being
SAT
taught at
scores.
school.
Where would we be right now if the cowboys hadn't gone out west and butchered innocent people to steal their land? Answer me that, Mr. Know-It-All.
Actually, I know nothing.
Studies that have shown that children become more violent when watching violence.
I have amnesia.
Buckaroo, I rip the guts out of godless heathen Injuns. Most kids don't see godless heathen Injuns on a regular basis, and if they do, they better either get their eyes checked or do like old Range Rider and shoot the bejesus out of them, lest they want to go untreated for psychotic hallucinations or wind up with their scalps hanging from a buckskin belt. Oh, shit! Ow! Shit on a stickeroo!
Shit on a
The
stickeroo.
parents that are griping about violence on TV are the same parents that go outside in the morning to fetch their papers, secure in the knowledge that they won't get an arrow through the noodle because the violence they hate so much done cleared the engines out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, civilization has benefited from violence. But should violence be treated as entertainment?
Check my rating, son. Violence is entertainment. I just put it on the air. If some kid watches, that says something about the kid, not me. Now, excuse me, we're going back on the air.
Oh my god.